So, status update. We have left Laguna Seca Raceway. It is the day after, and I have some very interesting news to share with you. I did not expect this to happen, but it is happening, and it is very unfortunate, and I don't know what to do about it because I am so far from home. Now, the car performed flawlessly, perfectly on the racetrack. I mean, we're driving this car flat out lap after lap, and it was hooking up. It felt so confidence inspiring, and even 107-degree weather. I have this photo I can show you right here. It was so hot, and this car was not overheating, no brake fade, nothing like that. It was performing so well. But what did happen though is that I think we have successfully gone through an entire set of brake pads from Laguna Seca. Coming down here, you can see right here from this angle that the wear indicator is completely rubbing on the rotor itself. It's not just on this corner, it's on all four corners of the C8 Corvette. I was careful, I checked the depth and all that stuff, everything looked perfectly fine. But here's the thing, when you start pushing a car as hard as you can possibly push it, and then when it's 107 degrees, this is just what happens when you do track your vehicles multiple times on different events and in different conditions. So here's the deal. I'm gonna roll forward and I wanna get your impressions of how this sounds. I am very nervous about this because I don't want my rotors to be damaged. My drive home is gonna be a couple 100 miles. Most of it though is gonna be, I think, freeway, highway miles. Crossing my fingers that the car, it survives. Yes, I finally got it in the mail just now. It finally came in today at 9 o'clock at night almost. We finally have new brake pads for the C8 Corvette. As you can see, they are so small, right? Especially compared to our 2020 GT 500 we had with the 16.5-inch brakes. These though, it's so funny going from that to this because as you see these two blue circles right here? Well, these are 4-piston brakes. So if I open one of these up, I think this is the front brake pad. If I spin it this way, here we go. Look at that, look how small that is. And what's so interesting about it is that towards the edges of the brake pad, it kind of drops off. So the entire surface area is not being used. I wonder why they do that. Let me go ahead and turn on the lights right here next to Shelby Avenue. Here we go, coming back down. Now you should see these brake pads a lot better. Now these are the fronts again, coming this way. We have the rears, which are like almost half the size looking at it, and opening it all the way up. Yep, it's so crazy knowing that these are on this car, yet it stops so good. Here we have the rear rotors, and the size of the rotors in the back are actually bigger than the fronts, yet the back brake pads are smaller. Now, after leaving Laguna Seca Raceway, I'm so happy to finally check out these brake pads. So it's been a while, and I know they were squealing really badly. I was very worried about this, but let's look closely. You know what, looking at it, it's actually not hitting the rotor. I'm really surprised about that. You know what, let me go ahead and pull off these back brake pads so I can show you how they look in person, actually completely out of the caliper. It's honestly just a matter of pulling out the brake pads forward and then you're done for the rear calipers. Alrighty, we're all set with the back brake pads for the C8 Corvette. Now coming this way though, I want to point this out. Now these Cup 2s have seen so many track days, and I'm pushing this car, I'd say 10 tenths, 9 tenths, and look at this. Look how great these tires are wearing. I still have plenty of life with these. Now this is with the Corvette's track camber settings. They're still lasting so well. These are Cup 2s, not even designed for the C8 Corvette. I think these are Porsche spec Cup 2s. And I'm just super impressed with them. Plus, with the camber settings, the interior of the tire, it's not wearing at all too badly. You can easily put on the track camber settings to drive this car on the street just fine. I mean, multiple track days at Laguna Seca, and look at this. We still have plenty of life again. I'm really impressed with this, and I guess you can say this is one of the perks of having a lighter vehicle. This is the best part of the C8 Corvette. We actually have 2 rear brake calipers for double the stopping force, right? Nah, I'm just kidding. Right here is the e-brake for the C8, and it's pretty hidden towards the side. I've seen a few people who have bought this car. They're changing the color of it to become red, and I don't know. I think I kind of like it hidden away because your eyes focus on the red of the gigantic real brake caliper that you're actually using every single day when you're slowing down. It is really cool because some people who don't know cars too well, they walk up and they go, "Hey, you have two brake calipers? What is going on here?" Well, I've successfully taken off the front brake caliper, the front right one, and coming down here, this is extremely shocking to me. Let me show you the condition of these brake pads. Now, let me remind you, this is 2 track days at Laguna Seca, and they are absolutely annihilated. Let me change the angle this way. It's flat. It is completely flat. I don't know how I got to the track. It seemed like I had plenty of brake pad left. Look at that. It's on the indicator right there. The brake pad is completely flat, and it's got a lot of changes to it. You can see these golden dots all over the brake pad, and wow, it's just being dilapidated right now. This is insane. Just two track days. This is so crazy. And let's pick this one up. Wait a second. You see? What the heck? Oh my gosh. I've never seen this before. Whoa. Are brake pads supposed to do this? It's blue as if it caught on fire or something. Like the heat just tore apart the brake pad. Let me flip this thing. What does it look like on the back? Oh my gosh. It's like, it's golden. You got these holes on it. I don't know what happened here. It seems like the brake pads with this car, they're wearing very quickly. So two track days, and it goes from full to this. But I guess after pushing the car very hard for, I think it was 2 or 3 sessions, that being 20-minute sessions at Laguna, the end result is that it's just these brake pads obliterated. At least this one completely obliterated. So I think, I don't know if that's normal or not. I've never ever seen brake pads do this, and it's not like they're cheap brake pads. These pads, they cost $1,200 a set. That being, it's $590 for the fronts and $550 for the rear. And if they're wearing out this quickly and you know, even doing this, I don't know, it's starting to worry me. Well, please let me know in the comment section down below what you think is going on right here. And I know what some of you are probably thinking, why aren't you using racing brake pads? And that's because I like to try to baseline what these cars are like. That being, if you buy this car and you take it to the racetrack, what would the performance be like with these Z51 brakes? The weirdest thing though is that when I was on track, I didn't notice at all the brakes doing this, getting obliterated. They felt fine over time. And that might have something to do with the brake-by-wire system. Because driving it, I didn't get any lights at all telling me that the brake pads are wearing like this, that they're so low. Sliding in the new brake pads right here, as you can see, massive difference, right? Look at this, look how much more thick this is compared to these brake pads over here. And coming this way, again, like I mentioned earlier, the brake pad surface area doesn't go over the entire size of the pad itself. I do wonder why that is the case, but that is a lot of pad to go through so quickly. I think with bigger brakes, the C8 Corvette would be flawless for track use. And right here, this is that piece that ended up coming off. Right here, it just stuck right off. Well, this is it. We're back on the road. The car is handling very well. I think with that brake pad change, all the noise is successfully gone now. So it's like brand new all over again, which I gotta say, when the brake pads are fine, you can actually use them. The way it stops really good. It's surprising how well it stops given how small the brake calipers are and also the rotors. Plus the pistons, only 4 pistons with this car. Are you kidding me? It's a mid-engine Corvette. But I think we're pushing it to the extreme, which is why I'm very excited for the new Z06 to come out, or whatever is coming out next. And yes, we will be getting one, because I am so hooked on this new platform, and I cannot wait to see what Chevy does next. Off to OC Cars and Coffee. I think we're almost there. We have made it finally. I think it's not as crowded as last time. Last time we came out here, this whole bridge was backed up way back behind us. All right, so this is it. We have made it back to OC Cars and Coffee. We've got a Porsche GT3 right here. Sounds really good. But coming this way, we have Daniel and his GT350, then another C8 Corvette. This one is an Elkhart Lake Blue. How you doing, Daniel?
Good.
Yeah?
Excited.
How's the GT350 running?
It's awesome. It's running great.
Yeah, you got new stickers on it, right? Coming down here.
I do. Very little ones.
Michelin,
Ones.
right? You got the driving gloves right there. Sweet, man. Yeah, you got the same Michelin stickers that mine has.
Look naked without it.
Yeah. So what do you think of the Elkhart Lake Blue C8 Corvette right here? I've not seen one with this color and also the color matched accents. That being down here, these blades are usually black on C8 Corvettes. This one is the same blue. Also coming this way, the side intakes are also color matched, which I gotta say, it works pretty well with this color. I'm really surprised with it. And the interior, it's got the tan, and it is a 3LT. That being, you can see suede all throughout. And then over there, the stitching on the middle of the steering wheel. Way down here, you have the PS4 tires and then the Trident wheels, which all in all, I think this spec that does come out really nicely. Then right here, usually right here, this is black as well. This is rear vent. And with that option, this is gonna be color matched as well. So if you get like orange or white, this will change colors to match. So then over there, I think is Joe and his track pack. Now, just met the owner of the blue C8 Corvette. Really, really nice person. And it's just awesome seeing more of these cars out here. Then coming this way, we have an Oxford White 2020 Shelby GT500 carbon fiber track pack. Haven't seen one of these in person with this color before. And it actually works very well, actually. This is really nice. I haven't seen many track packs with stripes over here in California yet, and I think it's because it's taken a bit longer to get the painted stripes. Nonetheless, though, this one does not have the side splitter wickers, and the wing is not in track mode, which I think in this spec it should help with fuel economy and also daily driving. But anyways, though, when we get ours, first thing we're gonna be doing is making that wing go straight up with the angle for track mode, and then also we put on the side splitter wickers. I am so excited about it. Oh, Montana! Yes, the Montana license plate. You think you're gonna do a Montana license plate on your next Shelby?
No. Maybe Florida.
That behind me is what I'm scared of when I'm driving on the highway. A truck with big tires that might shoot right on me. So check this out right here. This is laid next to the car, and picture of a C8 Corvette, and I guess it is from a sketch artist. It's from an artist who paints these cars, and he's offering you can paint this one, which is really cool seeing that actually. This is so cool. Let's go ahead and slide this into the trunk. Here's one thing you got to really watch out for the C8 Corvette. The door handles, since they're built into the side intakes, they point out super far. So when you get out of the car, you got to watch out because this might hit other vehicles. But that's something awesome to show you right now if I walk this way. As you can see, right behind me, we have the ultimate American trio right here, red, white, and blue C8 Corvette with Daniel's GT350 and Joe's 2020 GT500 carbon fiber track pack. And this looks so cool, and it gives you good perspective on how all these cars look next to each other, like with the stance. So bending down, you can see how the C8 Corvette is the lowest. The stock GT350's ride height is actually higher up than the track pack. So this is so interesting. Joe, you looking forward to the next track day, right? Chuckwalla?
I cannot wait, mate. I cannot wait. I told you that I paid up, right?
How do you think your wing's gonna handle out there too with the high straightaways?
Probably come flying off.
Yeah.
I'll be going too fast for the wing. The wing's gonna come flying off.
Oh,
the car's
gosh.
gonna take flight. And I'm gonna get a full refund from Ford.
Joe and his AMG GTR are gonna be pulling next to the C8. Yeah, pull next to the C8. Wow. I heard you got a ticket coming out here. Yeah, you got a ticket, I can see that. I don't know, hopefully our track pack comes in soon. I am really pumped up about it. I can't wait to track it, especially alongside the new Corvette, because let's face it, both these cars are beyond exciting. They have so much to offer, and I know so many of you actually have these cars in order. So it's always nice sharing what they're like on track. And plus, since we live next to so many great tracks, it's like, why not just always go? Okay, so we have left San Clemente Cars and Coffee. In front of us, we have Joe in his AMG GTR. He's such an awesome guy. We also have the other Joe, Joe Gatt, in his track pack, which is the loudest car here without a doubt. Behind us is Daniel, and in the front is Billy Johnson driving his Acura NSX. Actually, no, it's a Honda NSX because it's not the new one that came out when they changed the main badge. Here's the deal. When you change out the brake pads on the C8 Corvette, same goes for most other performance cars, you have to burnish the brake pads as soon as you get them back on, right? Especially for like track use. And the way you do that is basically by going to a mountain road like this, a canyon, or by following a special procedure. So like if you were to put on brand new brake pads right now and get in the car, in the owner's manual actually says go to 60 miles an hour, stop down to I think 10, and then do that 25 times. Between each interval of you slamming the brakes on to about 0.4 G is a specific braking force they're looking for. Between each interval, they want you to drive an extra mile. The brake bite you get, and also I don't feel any brake fade on the track at least. So I know they cost a lot of money, these brakes. As is if this is a starting point, it makes you wonder what the next one's going to be like. Okay, so we have made it to the next pit stop for this drive. Here we are above Lake Elsinore, California, and if we come this way, we can see a full view, which looks absolutely amazing out here. Catch you guys later. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out. Also subscribe for much more great C8 Corvette content coming your way. I'll see all of you in the next episode.